Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Thursday night, and it's Impact, and I just drove Jeff crazy thinking that his sound didn't work because I'm an idiot. You know, me with technology. It was the stupidest thing. Like, I get on, and I'm like, I can see Jeff's mouth moving, and I can't hear him talking. My computer did some kind of big, stupid update. It was a Windows update. Whenever that happens, like big updates like that, they sometimes reset settings. And I guess that's what happened. It reset my settings, my speaker settings to my main speakers, and it wasn't playing through my headphones. So anyway, we're good. After I made poor Jeff, like, try figuring out why his sound wasn't working. Anyway, it's Thursday. It's Impact night, and it's a big weekend for Impact and a big weekend for wrestling overall.
Yeah.
Man, we've got Impact tonight. Of course, we got the Go Home show for Under Siege, which is tomorrow night, which, of course, we will be right back here to do that. Saturdays, of course, Clash of Champions early in the afternoon, and then Sunday is Double or Nothing for AEW. So a lot of wrestling going on this weekend. You can't be disappointed if you're a wrestling fan. There is a lot to watch. But we are here for Impact, Jeff, and man, Under Siege, the card looks awesome. All the belts again on the line. And tonight we're going to see what happens in the last show before Under Siege.
Yeah, I'm excited, and really good card tonight leading up to Under Siege. So I'm excited about that too.
Yes.
I'm excited about the match that we have going on BTI right now. I don't know if you've seen Shogun before.
I have
Joe?
not.
You haven't.
Uh-uh.
Did you see our thumbnail by chance? I
The
don't always look at the thumbnail, but
Yeah, I didn't either. No, I did.
I knew
Wow.
you would like this mask though.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's almost like a Papa Shango kind of a thing. Like
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. No, I haven't seen him. Where's he from? Indie wrestler or
So now he's actually on Impact's roster.
oh, okay.
He was on their roster page, so I don't know. Yeah,
Nice.
Jackson Stone is what he also goes by.
Okay.
But yeah, he's now on their roster, I think. So
Awesome. Okay.
we'll see. But
Yeah.
I love the matchup here with Sami Callihan. And
Yes.
I've got to say this too. One of the many things I love about Impact Wrestling is that no one is too big to go on BTI, which I think is a great thing.
That's a good point. Yeah. There wasn't Deanna on it. I think it was just last week. Was Deanna Perrazzo on it? I know we
Mm-hmm.
missed the show.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, that's a great point.
yeah,
I like that too because it kind of makes it feel like BTI is not just. Some people think like, it's kind of like a pre-show, right? Like
yeah.
people assume it's just a pre-show, but you're right. I mean, yeah, you're right.
I mean,
Um,
think about the match that we got, I guess maybe year and a half ago now. Started out on BTI between TJP and Josh Alexander, and it
yes,
led over into the show.
yes,
So
yeah. Yeah, that's cool because in a lot of other cases, a pre-show type of a match kind of maybe would get discounted. Not being so, they do like to feature new people on here as well, and yeah, it's awesome. It just seems like a lot of them take turns on this show,
yeah,
and we see Sami Callihan does get the win. But it was a good match, man, between two big dudes. So nice to see that. Let's see what happens after this match. If anything occurs with the design, maybe coming out here. Not so far. They're just showing highlights of the match. But anyway, yeah. So we are here for the next 2 nights. Obviously tonight and tomorrow night we will start at the same time, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time for Under Siege. So make sure you join us for tomorrow. It should be an awesome show. I know SmackDown's on tomorrow night as well. I don't know if that's live or not. Usually when they go overseas, I don't know if they record an extra day there for that or if they have that there live. I don't think so. So I'm guessing that's taped. And if that's the case, then the results are probably out there more than likely anyway, if you're going to spoil yourself. So come and join a live show tomorrow night, and of course you can catch up with SmackDown whenever. But yeah, this looks like a great card. Don't miss it. So that's our 2 shows in the next couple nights. Of course, nothing on Saturday. I don't think Tazzy's carrying it either on his channel. I haven't read or heard anything. Last I heard, he did tell me that he couldn't do it because of baseball. He's not going to be in town. So obviously when he plays on the road, or the A's play on the road, he can't be around. So I don't think any of us are going to carry it. So enjoy Clash of Champions. We really just can't do that. It's not conducive to our schedules because I mostly work during the afternoons and Jeff has his kids this weekend. So
that's right.
yeah.
You know what? And I got to say this too. I'm pumped up for many reasons. It's a great wrestling weekend, so
Yeah.
yes, pumped up about that. But my daughter is so excited to go see The Little Mermaid, which
Oh
comes
my
out
God.
tomorrow. She's so excited to go see it, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and I know some people may get a little upset about it, and that's okay. It's all good. We don't have to agree on everything, but I remember showing her the trailer for The Little Mermaid, and my daughter is, I mean, she's very active, we'll say, and she sat and watched it and was just glued to the TV when we showed it to her,
I'm sure.
and um, and she said, "Ariel looks like me." Such an awesome thing.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy that she gets to see a different Ariel. Nothing wrong with Ariel before, but this is cool. So I'm really excited about that, and I want to see how much she enjoys the movie. Um, yes, I'm excited. If people just tune in, yes, I said I was excited to go see The Little Mermaid. So um, feel how you will about that.
If
But
you have daughters, you'll understand.
yeah,
Mine was in
yeah,
the play.
I've already been embarrassed on the internet this week, so it's all good.
It's not. I mean, mine was in the play. She's excited to go see it too, and she's 19 years old.
Yeah,
So I'll tell you what I'm not excited for. Under the Sea. I can go many, many, many more years without having to hear that drumming in my head. After working in Blockbuster Video for the 3 months that I did when that came out on video for the very first time, I will never, ever get that song out of my mind. So I can go without that. But otherwise, yeah, listen, it's a big, it's going to do a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of kids are interested in seeing that. A lot of younger adults. And yeah, it's cool how, listen, I saw so many of these Disney movies growing up, and the animated ones, and now that they're all becoming live action is really cool. I mean, live action Peter Pan, yeah, like a lot of the stuff that I saw when I was a kid. It's pretty cool that they're able to do that now. Take cartoons and turn them into live action. It's really awesome, and they're going to keep doing it because it makes a lot of money, and they can make changes.
yeah.
Cool too. I mean, you got to remember when these things were made. Now, Little Mermaid's a newer one. It came out, what was it, the 80s, 90s? It came
Either
out
late '80s or early '90s.
yeah, so that's a newer one, but a lot of the other ones, the classics that came out in the 50s and 60s, Snow White and Bambi and all of those that came out then. I was going to see these movies when I was going to drive-ins when I was a young boy. My dad and mom would take me to the drive-in. The cartoon would always be one half of the double feature. So yeah, it's really cool that another generation, younger kids get to see this, but they get to see the live action versions. It's really, really cool. Really, really cool that they can do that.
Yeah.
So that's awesome, dude. Enjoy.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I will say that we will see Bambi at some point, Joe, but just not the Bambi that we're used to because they're making it into a horror film.
Oh yeah, I did read that. I did see that. That's insane. All these properties, they're allowed to just go and do anything they want with these properties because they're way past the time. There's a particular amount of years that have to go by before somebody can touch a license. But because they're so old, anybody can kind of just do what they want with them. And yeah, so speaking of horror, dude, I was watching on my lunch today. There's a YouTube channel out there if you like horror. The guy that does it's called Slash and Cast.
Yes.
He was playing the new Texas Chainsaw game live.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, does it look like fun? Like you start in the basement of the house, you're all trapped there. You have to work as a team. You have to find stuff in order to get out of the basement, and then you have to go upstairs and you have to avoid the old man hearing you, the grandfather. And then if you can escape to the outside, and there's all these little, oh my god. So it's basically a 4 versus 4. You're playing there's 4 people who are trying to escape, and then there's the family. So one of the people gets to play as Leatherface. One of the person gets to play as the cook. So it's it's a 4 versus 4 game, and it's made by the same company that did Friday 13th. So it looks. Wow. I was watching him play. I'm like, wow, looks like a lot of fun. And I'm not one necessarily for online stuff with other players. In fact, when I played Friday the 13th, I pretty much played solo. I never ever did it. I did everything on my own. And if I escaped with someone else, cool. If I didn't, but this one you have to team up or you won't win. So that was pretty cool too. Oh, and one more gaming thing. My God. If you have a PlayStation 5, the trailer for Spider-Man. OMG.
I saw that you posted that.
Oh my God. The black suit Spider-Man, Kraven the Hunter, the Lizard, Miles and the regular Spider-Man switch off. The graphics are incredible. incredible. Like there's a scene where he's in Queens. It looks like the scene like they took the map and made it live action. Oh my, I can't even wait. It looks unbelievable. So, all right. Well, anyway, but yes. So that is our schedule. Again, we're here tonight. Of course, tomorrow, we will do predictions. Well, how are we going to do predictions? Are we going to do them through this?
Yeah. Let's do
why
it.
not?
Let's do it that way. Let's do it like we've been doing it the last couple of times, and we can
Sounds
just
good.
bring up matches.
Okay. So we'll do
Yeah.
predictions throughout the night tonight. And then, of course, we'll be back tomorrow for the pay-per-view. Nothing Saturday for us, nothing Sunday. Again, enjoy Clash of Champions. It's on early. Just remember, 1 o'clock, I believe it's 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And enjoy, of course, Double or Nothing on Sunday because, lot of stuff going on. Then we'll be back, I believe, with Abby's on Monday. I know Jody's still overseas, so I'm not 100% sure on that. We'll let you know for sure as we get there. So, all righty. Let me welcome some people in quickly. We're already at 8:06. So let's see. We got Brandon. We got Derek. Derek said he's having a crappy day. Sorry to hear, dude. We have Dylan. We have Aaron. We have James Chadwick is here. Anthony Slade. Hello, Anthony. Thank you for being a member of our channel and thank you for joining the stream. We've got Brandon is here. Happy belated birthday to Tracy Brooks, says Aaron. We've got Dylan. We got Damien. Hey, Damien, we're doing well. Hope you are also. We've got Sean Rousset. Hey, Sean. We have Dana. What's up, Dana? I don't know if Boston will win. I was very down on them, but of course, going down 3-0. No one's ever done it. Come back and won 4-3, so we'll see. If they win tonight, who knows? Maybe they've got a chance. I know one of Miami's players is out. Gabe Vincent, who's been pretty good, is not playing tonight, so that might help them. But I don't know. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if they won tonight and then lost in Miami. It's going to be tough. You go down that many games.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
SmackDown was taped last week. Okay. Boomers is here. Hello, Boomers. How are you? Bonkers. Boomers and Bonkers back to back. Brandon, a lot of bees. I need this wrestling weekend so bad. Deanna is here. I'll wait for the movie to go to Disney Plus. Andrew Stevens is here. What's up, Andrew? How are you? Yes, Under the Sea, please. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Hello,
Joe, you remind me of that scene from a 40-year-old version when they were playing Michael McDonald.
Exactly. That's what it was like. Except I heard Under the Sea like every damn time I worked. It was on a loop and it never turned off. And yeah, like that scene where he's playing Michael McDonald. But see, I would have loved Michael McDonald. So that would
Me too.
Mark is here. Hey, Mark, how are you? We got John Kessler. We have Texas Chainsaw version, Dead by Day. It's an actual just a Texas Chainsaw game, Deanna, and it looks phenomenal. Like I said, they did a great job with the Friday the 13th game when it came out, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Jeremy is here, also a member of our channel. Thank you for being a member, Jeremy, and welcome to you. We have the Spider-Man 2 trailer. I know, Sean. I know. It's amazing. Amazing. The coolest thing about that is if you're a reader of the comics, they look like they're following the McFarlane comic book story, which was the introduction of course, the Black Suit Spider-Man, and also the Lizard was one of the first villains he did. And then they brought in Venom, and Kraven was also in that Black Suit storyline. If they do all the stories from those, oh my God, it could be one of the best games ever. Let's see. We've got I turned 46 on Sunday. Well, happy early birthday, Jobson.
And we gotta we missed Brandon's birthday last week, so I'm gonna play this for both of you guys. So
yeah, let's do it. Happy birthday. That's awesome. Very cool. Michael King is here. Steve G is here. Yeah, Boston coming back on the Yankees. Yeah, Kevin Millar from the Red Sox are just one of the guys that's talking to them about doing that because they were one of the only teams that did that in baseball was come back from 3-0 down. Brandon Barnes is here. Hey, Brandon. I think I've got everybody. Yes, we got a pretty good crowd in here tonight, so that's cool. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Also, please make sure you drop a like on the stream for us tonight. It helps us out big time. And please make sure to hit the notification bell to be notified about when we have future content. That said, I will try. I know some of you are watching my videos. If you haven't seen it, I do a little side thing called the Wrestling Ramblings from an Old Man, because I'm old. So I'm going to get one of those out this weekend. Probably try to release it on Sunday on the channel, because this way I can kind of review a little bit of tomorrow night, Under Siege. I can review a little bit of what I thought about Clash of Champions. So I'm going to get that out on Sunday. This way we'll have something out there. So make sure you check that out if you haven't already. It's usually pretty quick. I try to get it done in 20-25 minutes or so. Yeah, so check that out if you haven't. Alicia's here. Hey, Alisha, how are you? Hope we see Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry's wrestling for the title against Dango, because we missed it last week. Dango was found out. Dango was found out. He was the one who attacked Santino, and we kind of guessed it, right? It seemed like a logical conclusion, and so now he's wrestling his quote-unquote best buddy in Joe Hendry. So yeah, so that's another match that was added to the card for the Digital Media Championship. That's interesting. He might lose that, Jeff, because he's got the broken nose and all that stuff that he's recovering from. So I'm wondering if Dango might get some gold. Yeah, we'll have to go into that in our predictions. That's a possibility.
Yeah, it's very possible, I think.
Under Siege. Yes, we are doing Under Siege. Yes. All right, Jeff, I guess we better talk about the card. It is a good one.
Yeah, it is. It's a really good card tonight.
There you go. We saw BTI as Sami Callihan coming out on top of Shogun, and then your main card. So we will go from, let's go top to bottom. Kenny King and Sheldon Jean versus Decay. So that's Crazy Steve and Tarus. Should be a really, really interesting team. Of course, Kenny King and Sheldon Jean, they had a little bit of a relationship. Kenny King was in his ear a little bit, trying to get him going. Now they seem to be on the same side. This should be a good one, Jeff. I don't know how they want to go with this, but I'm kind of thinking the bad guys maybe get the best of Decay tonight here.
Yeah, I think so. But I also think that this is going to set up something down the road between Kenny King and Sheldon Jean.
Okay.
I do think we get them going up against each other, because for me, I think I see kind of a mentor-mentee kind of passing of the torch kind of deal, kind of storyline playing out later on. So
okay.
So yeah, I do think Decay gets the win tonight.
Okay, yeah. Hey, listen, I wouldn't mind. I'm a big Decay fan. So we have John Skyler and Chris Bay. So this should be a great match. Chris Bay has been awesome. Of course, one half of the tag team champs, going up against Skyler. And of course, Skyler and Hotch, the goons, as I call them. I don't know, the goons might be getting a push here. They might be going up against Bay and Ace Austin at some point soon. So we'll see. I'm calling shenanigans here, though, Jeff. The partners might be down there, and we just might get an all-out brawl.
Yeah, things might break down. And I will say this, even though they weren't on Impact a lot, you've got Aussie Open out of being around Impact.
Yes.
Because if you did not watch AEW, they are all elite now.
Yes, I did see that.
So for folks that didn't watch, Aussie Open is in AEW now, so that strengthens their tag team division, which is already pretty solid in my opinion. And I think kind of giving the good hands a little bit more to do, and putting them in prominent positions like this, because it's going to lead to a match between the good hands versus ABC. I mean, we know that's going to happen.
Yes.
So yeah, I think this is a good opportunity to build up another tag team. So I'm
yes,
I'm really, really excited.
Yeah, Yeah, listen, man. I love tag team wrestling, and the more we get, I'm happy about that. Did I miss dinner? Sorry, no, you didn't miss it, Heather. We're kind of running a little late because of technical difficulty, so you're good. We've got Taylor Wilde against Jessicka. Now, we missed last week, but it seems Rosemary was missing. We remember when she went to Father James with Father James Mitchell. And now we've got Taylor Wilde going up against Jessicka. You know what? I shout out to Jessicka too. She put a post up on Twitter. I had to respond to it, just telling her how much we enjoyed what she does and how she entertains us. It seemed like she was a little, like a little down, and stuff like that. But she's awesome. I just love what she does. She's very entertaining on her channels and stuff that she does, the work that she does, and so wanted to just give her a little bit of a shout out. She's awesome. So Dango took Rosemary. Did that happen last week? See, now I missed last week's show. I didn't see it. So Rosemary's in the undead realm. Yes, because of that, Jeff, I don't know, man. I think I got to go with the hot hand. I got to go with Taylor Wilde here because what's going on with Rosemary?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this thing plays out. We may not get any kind of answers until Slammiversary.
Could be.
But I mean, because you know how Impact loves to do Slammiversary. They pull out all the stops, and I mean they do this for Bound for Glory too. But they might bring back some folks and do some different things at Slammiversary. So I'm interested to see how they play this out with Rosemary. But in terms of this match, I feel like the numbers game is gonna play a factor. So
you would think so. Yeah. With Kylan King. Yeah, you would think so. Yeah, James, she liked our tweet. She liked James' reply to it too. Yeah, she did see it. So that's cool. It's always good when when the wrestlers get to see some good comments, some positive comments, and they like the comments. I just kind of thought maybe she might need a little pick me up, and I thought, you know what? I love what she does. So wanted to know that. Rich Swann and Alan Angels, Jeff. Looks like maybe the design is turning their eyes towards someone else. They lost the battle to Sami Callihan, at least for now. But it looks as if, Rich Swann getting involved maybe now here with the design and Mr. Angels.
I gotta throw this in there too. Cheap plug. But brand new CZW World Heavyweight Champion Rich Swann.
Oh yes, that's right.
He won the Best of the Best tournament.
Yep.
Last weekend, and yours truly wrote an article on CZW and the tournament, Best of the Best tournament. So if you want to check that out, go to WrestleSphere.com or look it up on Twitter. That's Dom's outfit there and his group, and he's got a lot of writers. So yeah, go check that article out. It's gotten a lot of buzz and folks interacting with it. So
there you go.
But yeah, Rich Swann and Angels, this should be a lot of fun because Sammy's going to get involved, and maybe, just maybe, I'm not saying this for sure, but maybe we get to find out who this mystery partner is that's going to join Rich Swann and Sami Callihan.
That's true. That's very true. Poor Alisha, and I say this every week. She just gets fed to the lions. Like whatever wrestler seems to be on a roll in the women in the knockouts division, or whichever one just seems to be like in a bad mood, like where they just totally are going to beat someone up. And now Alisha gets fed to Jordynne Grace, and Jordynne isn't in a good mood. She's got that match with Deonna coming up. She knows it's her last shot. If she loses, she can't be in all that great of a mood. And now she's going to beat up on poor Alisha, Jeff. It's no respect for Alisha. Yeah, Damien says R.I.P. I mean, my goodness, she's just going to get beat up again tonight, I think.
Yeah, I mean, she may want to have a talk with Gail Kim or whoever's booking the Knockouts division right now, because she is repeatedly thrown in to these matches where it's like, wow. I mean, you want to talk about David versus Goliath
Yes.
in some of these matches. So,
Good Lord.
yeah. So it's man, it's this is gonna be tough, but don't be surprised. I'm just throwing this out there. Don't be surprised if we somehow, some way, get some interference from one Deonna Purrazzo.
Okay.
Maybe she just shows up. I don't know, but
It could always be a thing where she might come out, distract Jordynne, and cost her a win.
yep.
Yeah, that does happen a lot.
Hurt that momentum going into tomorrow night because there's a huge stipulation.
Yes,
on that match. So
yeah, that could be. That does happen a lot to people like the night before a big match. Lastly, oh my gosh, Mike Bailey against Chris Sabin. Dear Lord, this could be an Iron Man match. We could watch these guys go for an hour, and it probably wouldn't be enough. They're probably going to get the last 15, 20 minutes of the show. My gosh, what a match this is going to be. Anytime you get Speedball Mike Bailey in a match, it's going to be good. But with Chris Sabin in there too, dear Lord, is this going to be a good one? This could have been a main event at tomorrow's Under Siege.
yeah.
And we're just getting this tonight on a regular show. What an amazing match this is going to be. And just let me just say this. Keep your eyes on this match, guys, because you want to talk ratings and stuff for matches. This could be one of those where you might get an early 5-star match here for the early part of this year to carry through to the rest of the year. This is going to be that good.
Yeah. And these two guys, separate of this match, just great wrestlers.
Yes.
But you put them in a match against each other, and it's going to be mind blowing. I think. I think this has the potential to be an instant classic.
Yep.
For the folks that don't watch Impact, if you're missing Speedball Mike Bailey and you don't know who Chris Sabin is, do yourself a favor, get out of your bubble.
Marley knows who he is.
Get out of your bubble and expand your horizons as a wrestling fan. So,
yes.
This is going to be great. And the last thing that I'll say about this match too is think about how great this matchup is, because it can do something that most matches can't. This match could very easily start the show, or it could be the main event.
Very true. Yeah, very true. Depending on how they want to go, Marley co-signs. Yes. Yeah, Marley's approval. Are we doing predictions for Under Siege? Yes, we are. We're doing it during the show. Yep, absolutely. Not boo ratings, James. Impact's viewership has actually gone up. No, I think he means the ratings, like the 5-star ratings. I think that's what he meant. Like the you know who does those. I'm not even going to mention his name. Those, I think that's what he meant, because I was talking about like 5-star matches and stuff like that. But I think that's what he meant. Not Impact's ratings. I think he meant the 5-star match thing. All right, we've got about 7 minutes to go. Actually, 6 1/4. You know what time it is. We can't miss this. It's a tradition on our channel. We talk about food. Let us know what you had for dinner tonight. What are you snacking on? Gnashing on, if you will. What did you have? It doesn't matter. We don't discriminate. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. We don't care. Let us know. Get the rest of the chat hungry. And you know what? It helps us too, because they pay attention. People pay attention when they're hungry. It's just a known fact. So get everybody in the chat hungry and let us know what everybody had. And we will do the same. Marley Park, because she knows him and she's a huge wrestling fan. Yes. Any match involving Chris Sabin or Alex Shelley tends to be a classic. Throw in Mike Bailey with one of them. Can't go wrong. Barry Monkey from Twitch. Hello. All right, here we go. We got Dana saying rice. Well, okay, that's healthy. A gyro wrap and fries. That sounds good. Hot Pockets for me tonight, said Brandon. Hey, nothing wrong with little frozen treats every now and then. Not a bad thing.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. I had my wife made chicken parm tonight, so I had chicken parmesan and spaghetti on the side. And I, by the way, tried the new Mountain Dew the Summer Breeze Mountain Dew, and it
How
does
was
taste
how was
indeed like a bomb pop that I used to eat when I was a young man. The red, the white, and the blue popsicles, it tastes, Jeff, just like it. You get a hint of the raspberry, little bit of lemon, little bit of cherry. It's honestly, God, if they took a bomb pop and melted it into a soda, it
that would
tasted,
be it?
yep, exactly like it.
Oh,
They,
man. See, now I'm gonna have to try it.
they
And
have it
then
in Dollar General. They have it in Dollar
oh,
Generals. Yes.
okay.
Mhm.
Alright. So, yeah, I'll have to try that, and then, I don't normally let the kids have Mountain Dew, but
Yeah. They'll be running all over the place.
they already do that. They don't need Mountain Dew or any caffeine or anything
Just
like
give
that.
them a tiny little sip,
Tiny
like in
little
a,
sip.
like in a bathroom cup,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
They don't need much of it.
yeah.
We went to KFC, and KFC has this, I it's something lightning, um, but
Mm,
it's the Mountain Dew.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, and I mean, it's really good,
yeah.
and they asked me to try it, and they tried it, and then they kept trying it and kept
Oh God,
so
they probably didn't
so
sleep the
yeah.
whole night.
Oh my goodness, man, that was, they were all over the place,
Oh
but
my God, dude.
yeah.
Their new nuggets are good. KFC's. I
I
like
haven't
the
had
I
no
they're really good actually. It almost they taste now like they put the breading that they have on the actual chicken. So it
ooh,
almost yeah, they're a lot better. They're a lot
okay.
better. I tried them. They were really, really good. Really, really good. Let's see. We had a baked pork chop and rice for dinner a few minutes ago. So Damien, steak, boiled potato, and veggies. Says Bonkers. Big Mac says Steve. Chicken and spicy rice for lunch, says John. Dinner was lasagna. Didn't have any. Not gluten free. Romaine salad with fat free Italian dressing and gluten free rolls. Homemade sesame chicken and fried rice bowl, says Derek. The Flash movie. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I already have my tickets. I have my tickets already. I will
I'm so
not
excited,
miss. I can't wait. Michael Keaton, Batman. Sign me up.
and
Pop,
I saw some shots of them too, and I'm like, "Man, I
oh,
cannot wait to see."
dude, Michael Keaton's making a comeback. You know he's filming Beetlejuice 2 now.
Yeah, yeah,
I was like, really? Like he's just reliving his whole career. He's doing all of his old stuff again. Why
yep,
not?
why not?
Man, nostalgia sells. I can't. Yeah, I can't wait for that Flash movie. In fact, when we're done here, Shazam: Fury of the Gods is on Max, so I'm gonna
Mac,
check
yeah.
that out. I didn't get to see that, so I'm gonna check that out as well. So many movies. Indiana Jones coming out soon, although it didn't get good ratings, unfortunately, from the critics. But who cares? And Transformers, Rise of the Beasts is coming out very soon. Lots of stuff, man. Lots of stuff. Taco says, Jeremy, I'm having a bowl of porridge, thick porridge, so you can stand a spoon in it. That's pretty thick. Jambalaya, baby. Mountain Dew Lightning. I've heard of that. Barbecue chicken with oven. Here we go. And good old Aaron. Barbecue chicken with oven fried pizza crust with
Wow.
rotisserie chicken, red onions, baby Bella mushrooms, sharp cheddar cheese with sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Dude. Dude.
You know what? Forget all about Blaze Pizza. Just go to Aaron's.
Just it.
Just go to Aaron. That's it.
We
You
should
don't
just
need Blaze.
let Aaron run this segment.
Yeah.
This should be Aaron's menu or something we should call it, because he just tops everybody. Meat feast, pasta bake. I saw a good movie this past weekend. So pumped for the Flash. I agree, Joe. The new Mountain Dew Summer Breeze. Oh, I love it. I love it. Looking forward to the Marvels and Craven later this year. All right, Jeff, what did you have, man? Did you get to eat?
No.
Of course not.
I had breakfast, which I never really can eat, but I was really, really hungry this morning when I got to work. And what's really, really dangerous about my office is that from my window, I can actually see McDonald's,
Oh boy.
which means that I can smell McDonald's all day long. So I
Yeah.
went over there and got chicken biscuit
Oh,
um,
nice.
earlier, and um, but yeah, like right there where my office is, we've got McDonald's, we've got the pizza shop that's right there, and they have great stuff. Um, you know, pizza by the slice. They've got great salads, great sandwiches. Um, you name it, they have it. Then you've got Subway over
Oh
there.
boy!
I love.
So not only you smell the French fries from McDonald's, but you smell the baking bread from the Subway.
Mm-hmm.
Which by the way, if you've never been around those places, and you don't like, you can smell it in the air. It's
Yeah. And then you got the pizza and the wings and
Yep.
the garlic and all of that. And not only do they do pizza and wings and that kind of stuff, but then they do the Italian dinners. So they have spaghetti, they have lasagna, they have, you name it, they have it. Eggplant parm, chicken parm. I mean, it's just it's tough. I'll just put it like that. It's tough being in the middle of those
Yeah.
competing smells.
Yeah, dude. One of my stores that I ran was right next door to a Subway.
Oh,
Next door. Every morning when we went in there with that bed breaking or baking first thing in the morning.
yeah, yeah,
Oh my God. You're instantaneously hungry.
yeah.
Ugh.
Automatic. Oh, it's
Ugh.
automatic. Yeah.
Ugh. I'm loving it. Says Aaron. RK Shuttlesworth says, howdy. Hey, RK Shuttlesworth, how are you? Walk by a Little Caesars. It's almost like you can go near any of these places and you can just one things you don't want to do is get around the McDonald's around the backside of the restaurant when they have all that old oil laying out there.
Oh, yeah.
Disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
Worst smell ever. If they don't empty that, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Who's ready for some impact? Yeah, we're about to start. We are going to do our predictions for Under Siege during this show. So when we get breaks in between, we will tell you who we think are going to win the matches tomorrow. You can play along and let us know who will your predictions be as well. We have a big number one contenders match tomorrow night. Number one contenders match tomorrow night for that shot at Macklin after PCO, of course, gets his chance tomorrow. Did you know the very first Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant was in Salt Lake City, Utah? Guess they figured Utah fried chicken wouldn't go over. Oh, awesome. Burger King. Who do we got? Oh, Jeff, they're starting the show with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right off the bat.
You could start with it or it could main event. I mean, it's that darn good of a matchup.
Here we go, guys. It's Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Chris Sabin starting off tonight's show. Wow. Okay. What a match to go to start off. Why not? Mike Bailey in the ring.
I gotta catch up. I'm gonna get out of here and then go back to it because I gotta catch up.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, your stream is lagging.
Yeah, I was a little behind.
Okay.
Think I'm okay now.
Cool. Coming in hot.
Didn't hear it, James. What did he say?
James, did you hear what Iceman said? No, I didn't hear it either. I was actually messing around with my volume when I was playing with that. What did Iceman say? Let us know. Chris Sabin. This match is going to deliver. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt, dude.
Damian was there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Damian was at this event. Yeah, that's right. James, fill us in. What did Iceman say? Macklin thinks he killed the monster PCO and he's going to call out a new opponent for Under Siege.
That deserves this.
Interesting.
You know what, Joe? We've also got to say this too. Don't want to bring the mood down, but we lost another legend yesterday.
My goodness,
Tina Turner, just such an icon. I mean, music, film, you name it. So, rest in peace.
I was introduced to her. Of course, I was young when she was. When, of course, she was doing her stuff in the 70s and things like that. I was introduced to her early in the 80s when she came out with the song What's Love Got to Do With It, and it was a huge hit on MTV. The video played constantly. I can remember what it looked. Her walking down by that water, by the water alongside the fence. Just an iconic video, and she just took off from there. All the other songs that she did, You Better Be Good to Me, of course, the Beyond Thunderdome song, We Don't Need Another Hero, from the movie, of course, that she was in. Phenomenal. And let me tell you something, man. That woman. Let me just say, and I don't want mean to sound sexist or anything like that, but man, that woman had a pair of legs. My goodness. And she looked phenomenal. She didn't look like she ever aged.
No.
And oh my gosh, what a and yeah, she passed away in her home, 83 years old, and she was fighting cancer, intestinal cancer, that did come out. So yeah, just a legend, an icon. I don't know what else you can really say about her. She is right up there with the best of the best female vocalists. So phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, big loss for the music industry, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. These guys are already killing it, Joe.
Yeah, they are. Didn't she do a song called "Simply the Best"? Yeah, she did.
Simply the Best.
That's actually perfect. That she did that. It personifies her. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's right. She did a song with Bryan Adams. Yeah, she did. Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember texting Jeff when I saw it yesterday. I saw it on Twitter or the day, whatever it was yesterday, the day before.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a loss. I mean, she was 83. So she lived a good life, obviously, but yeah.
Oh my goodness, I've never seen that before.
Sabin had Speedball hung upside down on the ropes, basically hanging off the ropes in his drop kick.
I've never seen it done like that, tying a guy up in the ropes.
Yes.
Like using his leg that way. I've never seen that. I've always seen people be tied up with their arms, and so that was, man,
different. Yeah, very different. It's funny, you don't think of when you think of Chris Sabin, a veteran of the ring, been around for so long, and that's one of the things that they have to, you don't see a lot of them do, where they come out with some things that are a little new, a little different. Most of the time they're set in their ways, they do what they do, and they keep it the same. But that's probably one of the things you see about Sabin and Shelley is that they're coming up with new things, and that's good.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that, because a lot of times in wrestling there's a formula, and once you find your formula that works well for you, a lot of people stick to that formula for a multitude of reasons. But you get guys like Alex Shelley, like Chris Sabin, like AJ Styles, guys like that, who their longevity is in part because of their ability to adapt and adjust to changes, and kind of get into the rhythm of the new generation. So kudos to him, still doing it at a high level all these years later. I mean, it's just tremendous. This match, I'm gonna have to go back and watch this match. I can already tell.
Yeah, I told you, man. You can really give these guys an hour, and it wouldn't be enough. Except for being abused by her ex-husband, that man was an animal. Glad she eclipsed him. She did a movie. There was a movie done about that, actually, about Ike and Tina Turner. Unfortunate that had happened to her. But listen, she grew out of that, and she became even more famous after, which is awesome. Awesome that you could see she rose above that. So, love it when Sabin is in his retro gear. AJ Styles t-shirt. What are your thoughts of Sabu appearing on AEW Dynamite last night? Oh, Sabu was on it. I didn't see it. I don't get to watch AEW very often. I didn't know he was on it.
Yeah, he was on there. He got involved in the Chris Jericho, Adam Cole storyline, and Adam Cole brought him out. So yeah.
Okay. Oh man, what a DDT by Sabin! 1, 2. A tornado DDT off the ropes. Yeah, man.
Speaking of DDT, Joe, July 19th, Jake the
I
Snake Robert,
saw
Heroes Hideout.
I saw that. I saw the ad for it on Facebook. Yeah, you're gonna have
And
to go, dude.
there's also someone else that's going to be at that one. The $1 Million Man,
Oh my gosh.
Ted DiBiase at that one too. So man,
Damn.
I gotta shout out Heroes Hideout. They've been killing it with meet and greets.
Yeah.
They've got some great people coming in. They continue to bring in new and exciting people. So yeah, man, I'm so blessed, and I'm so happy that I get to take the kids to these things too,
Yeah, that's
because
cool.
they get to connect with people that I saw growing up. So that is awesome.
That's awesome, man. I saw there was another actor who played Jason was up there recently, Ari Lehman,
Yep.
who
Yep.
played it. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
They
Yeah,
get a
he
lot
was
of people.
last weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. They get a lot of people up there. That's crazy.
Mhm. Camille was supposed to be here on Sunday, but she was sick.
Oh,
So she
okay.
so she ended up not doing it, but she said that she was going to come back at another time. So yeah, looking forward to that. I can tell you, well, I'll talk to you about that off the stream, because I don't want to further any drama that was caused by a certain person not showing up.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about that.
Hmm.
A little bit of drama going on.
I saw Sabu on AEW, the best thing on the show. Everybody was shocked when they saw Sabu. Ted is going to get roasted. His whole family's in the middle of a scandal right now. Sabu's lanyard had a picture of Melissa Coates, Super Genie, who was Sabu's manager, valet for a while. She died of cancer a few years ago. Hey, John G, how are you?
What's up, John G?
Sabin's got him up. Power bomb 1, 2, no. Kick out at 2, and Speedball rolls out to the floor. It's been impressive by Sabin so far, man. Sabin's been pretty much in charge the whole match. Couple little flurries by Mike Bailey, but most of the offense has been Chris Sabin.
Yeah.
Hey, Gus. David Paul. Hey, David. My comment was deleted.
What comment?
Yeah, we didn't delete any comments.
I didn't delete a comment.
I could definitely tell you none of us deleted any comments.
Yeah.
So I chilled with Sabu and Sandman after an ECW house show. He gave me a signed pick. Such a cool dude.
That's awesome.
That dude has so many damn scars on his forehead from all the times he's bladed himself over the years. It's insane. I've never seen someone with a forehead that looks so bad.
Man, and a lot of that is from blading, but also the glass and
the glass, yeah, just
everything
everything
else that he's done in barbed wire and these death matches and all of that. So yeah,
I've never seen someone with a scarred forehead like that. Bailey is measuring Sabin now. Bailey with some momentum here. Has him lined up for that tornado. Nope. Sabin blocks it. Oh. Sabin takes a kick from Bailey. Bailey up to the second rope. Nope. Sabin grabs him, but he's holding on to that third rope. Reverses it. Oh, came right back into a kick from Sabin. Sabin, oh, no way. No, he doesn't get it. Now he did. Power bomb onto the floor. What's the over-under on this match getting some Trey interference, says Bonus Baby?
An interesting question. You know what they should do if that happens? They should just really screw Trey over and make this a triple threat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that because I really want to see that triple threat, because that would be tremendous.
We're gonna miss it too, Heather. We don't do the Clash of Champions because it's too early. It's too early in the afternoon, so we don't usually do the Saudi stuff. They happen too early.
I got the babies this weekend, so
yeah. Jeff has the kids. I'll be at work, so yeah, we won't be doing that one. A Star Wars con, nice. I've been to Star Wars Celebration many years ago. Where was it? Indianapolis. I went to. They're cool. Top rope of slack. Impressive. Bailey did that move. Chris goes, says Brandon. Sabin back on that top rope. Bailey is getting up, though. However, Sabin trying to fight him off. Bailey now almost all the way up to the top. repetitive right hands from Sabin, trying to knock him down. And now boot to the midsection. Finally does it, but Bayley right back up with a kick. Bayley going all the way up. Sabin ducks under. And now he goes right back up. Oh, that looked horrible. Bayley in a lot of pain. It's the ICCC con. That's a lot of C's. I went last year too. It was great. Yeah, they're fun, man. I haven't been to one in a little bit. Huge clothesline. He's got Mike Bailey up across the back, but roll up by Bailey too. Oh.
Oh, man.
Sabin wasn't sure if he was counted out there. Oh, another huge move from Bailey too. Oh, what a kick out at 2. Wrestling at a great time for us once. Wrestling at a great time for us for once. That's cool, dude.
You see what I said to him?
I did. Yeah. You deserve it. You UK and overseas fans are the real MVP. Yeah, dude. Yeah, good for you, man.
The crowd chanting "Fight Forever." I agree. Give these guys the whole first hour.
I'd be okay with that. Here he comes again, and this time he nails it. Going up. And nope, missed. Missed with the double knees. Sabin props him up. No, he's not going to get this. If he that might be it. And he gets him out. He's going to do another?
Ooh.
Oh, that's got to do it too. Chris Sabin wins.
Yeah. Gotta have that momentum going into tomorrow night. Man, what a flipping match, man.
Damn, man. Unbelievable match. Figured it would be. Get a standing O from the crowd. Fight forever, says Andrew. Won't be able to watch AEW live though. Can't afford it. Oh, they are so expensive. I agree, dude. They
hopefully this thing with Max
ends
up happening where they can start streaming. I think that would be huge for AEW. I think it'd be great for them. Hopefully that happens down the road so it's a little more affordable.
Yeah, they need to do something about that, man. That Bleacher Report stuff is just ridiculous. $60, $70 for pay-per-view is way too much. It's just way too much.
Reminds me of boxing back in the day. But you remember the boxing pay-per-view?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. $70, $80, $90, $100 for sometimes 2 rounds maybe you'll get in a fight.
Even when you were watching a Tyson fight.
Yeah, man. It's we've got Trinity. It's going to be, of course, her first match. She is going to wrestle Giselle Shaw. We all remember this. We were watching this when she first showed up in Impact. It was a huge moment for her. Heather says, 9-time. Excellent matches. Bonkers. That sucks for you, AEW, but enjoy all the wrestling this weekend. James is skipping a pay-per-view. Well, like I said, Heather, they are so expensive. They really are. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Chris freaking Sabin, says Aaron. The quintessential diva. This will be a good opening match for her, right? And some good attention again for Giselle Shaw.
Yeah. It's gonna be good for both because you're gonna get a lot of people tuning in to this. It is gonna be on YouTube if you have the Ultimate Insiders subscription. So I think it's gonna be a good night for Impact. It'll be a good night for all the talent, but the folks that tune into this match will get to see how good Giselle is, and we'll get to see what Trinity will do in the Knockouts division. I saw somebody say over under 7 months in terms of Trinity being the Knockouts champion. I think it'll happen before the end of the year.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
I'm gonna call my shot and say it happens at Bound for Glory.
okay, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Hope sometime this year we see Sabin X Division champion and Shelley as world champion. They're the best two wrestlers in Impact. Says Barry. It was bloody awesome seeing Trinity up close and person a few weeks ago, and I was in the front row, so that makes it even better. That's awesome,
man. I gotta look for you out here, Damien.
Yeah, right. Matches like that are exactly what the X Division is all about. We have Macklin. Of course, we saw this with Scott D'Amore when he laid out Scott with that title.
Joe, I want to bring up something too. So, how good has Impact been over the last several weeks? I mean, I know we didn't get to watch last week, but it's been pretty darn good, right?
When we haven't, I think honestly the lowest score we've given a show was like an 8.75, which is still pretty darn good.
Pretty darn good, right? Now,
Yeah,
think about this. Last month, we were really sad and upset because both of their champions had to relinquish their belts.
Yeah.
To not have your two top faces and you're not missing a beat. Obviously, you miss those people being there.
Yeah.
But the quality of the show hasn't diminished.
No.
And that just speaks to how well they're doing with booking, how well the talent's doing with the storylines that they're given. And I mean, this is just kudos to Impact Wrestling for keeping the momentum going in the face of adversity.
Yep. Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, anybody could just fold up their tent. When you lose your two, could you imagine? I think we mentioned this. Could you imagine if WWE lost Roman Reigns to injury for any length of time? Imagine if they lost. You take a major champion and just have them out for where they might be out for a year. I mean, Roman, I get it. He sometimes doesn't show up often, but still, like, I would kill a company.
Take Roman away and take Rhea out.
Yeah, dude. Like that.
Let's just say they're all filming a movie or something.
Yeah. That just destroys your lineup. So man. It's crazy what they did, and they're bringing in new people. I mean, look at on Under Siege, we have Subculture Wrestling tomorrow night. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome. They just keep bringing people in. And it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Macklin, a little promo here, and then after Macklin, I guess Jeff will get to a couple of predictions.
Yeah, sounds good.
Said what he did to PCO proves he will not be. He doesn't know PCO very well, does he?
No.
He said he's going to go to the ring and name his challenger at Under Siege. I mean,
all right.
He's probably going to name some jobber or something like that to just come down and take his place, and then PCO will show up. And look at this, the well-dressed gent, Nick Aldis, is here.
Snazzy dresser.
Right?
Sharp-dressed man.
Yes, sir. The champ isn't scared of monsters. Well, that's because he thinks he put him down, but we all know PCO is never down. The national treasures on Impact doesn't try to be WWE or AEW, doesn't try to directly compete. It's realized what it can do with the talent it has and does it brilliantly, being its own unique self.
Agreed? Very well said, Barry Monkey. Very well said.
Agreed.
You know what I can't wait for? I can't wait for another Impact show to get close so I can go. I really want to go to another one. The atmosphere is so great, man.
Yeah. A ZZ Top reference, yes. Let's get to some picks, Jeff.
All right, let's do it. And I'll stop showing my age. Share screen. Let's see.
Kenny King on his way. Of course, with Sheldon Jean. We got the tag team coming up.
All right. You know, Joe, this has been a lot better for me just pulling up the webpage.
Yeah, dude.
Itself.
Yeah.
So I just got to sometimes work smarter, not harder. So
Yeah, man, the format's better. They get to see our faces, whatever that's worth. Yeah, why not? And they never could see you. You were always buried behind the logo, so
yeah,
that's a good thing. All right, well, we've got the man, Joe Hendry, going up against Dango. Oh, can't say I'm feeling good about this one. I just have a feeling that, I don't know if Joe Hendry is completely healed up. He does have the broken nose. Decay is on their way out to the ring. I don't know, man. I think with the storyline, with everything that's happened, I think that, at least maybe just for a little while until that nose is all healed up by Joe. From Joe, we'll have to see if he wears any kind of a mask or anything too, like over his face when he's wrestling.
yeah.
But I don't know. I think I have to go with Dango here. And man, I hate to say that. Don't want to see the man lose that title, but I think I have to go with Dango here. I just have a funny feeling he's going to take it even for a little while until Joe Hendry gets back to full health. We'll see, but I don't know. I just feel like I believe. I know. I want to believe. I do, but I don't know. I just think that it's leading up to Dango. I'm saying Dango wins this one, Jeff.
I'm gonna say Dango wins it, but for completely different reasons.
Okay.
And I think if you believe in Joe Hendry, which I know many of us do, I think he's gonna get. I think he's gonna get a program with Macklin this year.
Oh, I would love that.
I honestly think that's gonna happen. So, um, take the digital media title off of him now.
Yep.
Kind of build him up between now and whenever he encounters Macklin. And let Dango run wild with it. Dango's gonna have some fun stuff that he does. So,
Yep.
um, yeah, I think Dango's gonna win. I love Joe Hendry. Hate to pick against him, but I think a story can be worked out by doing it that way.
Yeah, I would love to see. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see him in a program with Macklin. That'd be an amazing match. I think. I want Hendry to win and want to believe, but he will. But I'm not sure either. And new digital media champion says bonus baby. Hey guys, forgot about Under Siege tomorrow. Great wrestling weekend ahead. Yes, Chris. Dango gets a dirty victory. Maybe you might be right. Maybe he will do something dirty to get that. Yeah. All right, Jeff. What do we got up next?
Up next, let's see here. We'll go to Callihan's Revenge, is what they call it. So yeah, we've got the design versus Sami Callihan, Rich Swann, and a partner.
The question is, who is the mystery partner going to be? Yeah. Does anyone have a beef with the design at all? Be interesting to see how that would work. Could you imagine if I know it won't happen, and it's obviously fantasy booking, but could you imagine if one of the ex-members of the design showed up to fight? Like
Dude,
we
yeah,
know
I know
Eric
exactly what you're
Young's
talking
in
about.
we know Eric Young's in WWE, right? We're pretty confident with that. We haven't seen him, but we know he's there. Obviously, the big man Joe Doring, out of action, of course, with the cancer that he's fighting and stuff like that. But could you imagine if for some reason just out of the blue, because we haven't heard a thing about him, that Eric Young showed back up to take revenge on Diener? That would be pretty awesome. I don't know who this could be, Jeff. Do you have an idea who the partner might be for Sami?
I can tell you if it's Joe Doring, it would make me cry.
Oh, I know that would be an amazing return, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
That
but
would be awesome.
could you imagine that? I mean, if it is him, I'm not saying that I have any knowledge of it, so folks
Right.
don't say that. But how amazing would it be if Joe Doring could be the one that matches up against Big Con?
Oh man.
Because I feel like you need a big guy to
A big dude.
match up with Big Con. So it if it happens, no, I still do not work for Impact. Don't think it. Don't say it because it's not true.
Mm.
Thank you, James. Please, no spoilers. I've seen one. I don't want to delete the comment. I'm not going to, but just skip over it if you can. Madman Fulton would be interesting too, especially given his history with Diener. So that could be interesting as well. I'm trying to think of others. I feel like you need a big guy though.
Someone said in the chat, Jake something, I think they meant.
Hey, that wouldn't be bad either. I wouldn't mind that. I mean, obviously with Joe Doring, that's just me like really, really fantasy booking.
Right.
I just want him to be okay.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see. We probably won't find out until tomorrow. They'll save that, I would imagine. But yeah, I saw the spoiler thing. I don't know that Jim necessarily knows. Jim, you're ahead of us. You're probably watching it on Access. We're watching on YouTube, so we are behind. So just please watch what you post because we are about a good half hour behind them. So yeah, I was across the room and thought this is
all good. Nope.
Yeah, it's all good, dude. Yeah, I mean, people come in; they don't normally come over. We, they just aren't aware. So it's all good. We got Crazy Steve going after Kenny King over in the corner. Steve comes up with an elbow, and Crazy Steve now with some momentum going over. Nice move there. Cannonball in the corner. All right, one more. Let's go to another one. Jeff, what do we got next?
Tag Team Championship. We've got ABC versus Subculture.
This is gonna be this is, I think, my first time seeing Subculture, so I'm excited. I read up on them. I know that they are very popular, so I'm gonna be interested to see how this goes. I have to go with the champs. A lot of times when we get these matches where another team comes in and just kind of a one-off thing where they just wrestle one time, I'm going to say that Austin and Bay retain, but I do think, and I did get to catch a couple of their matches on YouTube for a little bit. I do think that's going to be a really, really good match between these two teams.
Got ABC for the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I did it. I did that. Yeah, I got them to retain, but I think for folks who haven't seen Subculture, I think you're gonna enjoy them. Hopefully, they get signed to Impact because I think they would be tremendous in this tag team division. So,
Yep.
I've got Bay and Austin. I just think they're riding that wave.
Yes.
Kenny King gets the pin over
Crazy Steve. Yep,
wow.
He did.
Okay.
Kenny King and Sheldon Jean are your winners. Nick Aldis looking on. Kenny King giving him the business a little bit from inside the ring. Of course, he will meet Nick Aldis tomorrow night on Under Siege. So Nick Aldis' first match on a pay-per-view since he's returned to Impact. And now Kenny wants the microphone, so we're going to get some trash talk, I'm sure. Said this is what happens when you get into the ring with the King, King. Nick just looking, smiling at him. He said, I'm going to fit this size 13 boot up your pompous British ass. Wow. Wow. Damn.
Uh-oh.
Nick didn't like that.
Don't mess up the suit, Nick. Don't mess up the suit. That's too nice of a suit.
Yeah. You can't keep your name you can't keep my name out of your mouth.
Mm.
You have to work your way up to being a man and not a little bitch. Woo!
Woo! He's talking that talk.
He's gonna take off the jacket. A 2-for-1 bitch slap special. I mean, he's going in there with two of them. Here comes Sheldon G, and he's a little over anxious. Gets just posted for his troubles. And then look at he just fixing all this, just fixing the tie. Just doing a little fix of the tie. A King's gonna bail out. Watch. I knew.
Run right up the ramp.
Tomorrow, I'll whoop you tomorrow. That's awesome. You're always a. That was great.
That's awesome.
That was fantastic. Good old fashioned trash talking. That was awesome. Singing the Annie song.
I love Kenny King, man.
Oh my God. Tremendous.
Gus said that he went to a Raw on Monday.
Oh, did he really, dude? That's very cool, dude. Looks like that hourglass is just about running out. Now, this is again no sign of Rosemary from that undead realm. So we'll have to see what happens here. This is going to be Taylor Wilde against Jessicka. Of course, Kylan King out there. So the hourglass is supposed to run out. Is Jessicka going to get help here? Is she going to return from the undead realm, Rosemary? We'll see. The King is talking. Yes. Shots fired. This is heel versus heel. Gosh, I can't stand King. Why did he leave with the rest of Honor War? Kenny King has it all. In-ring ability, promos, you name it. Kenny has got it. The hourglass is clearly broken. Gus says he sat in the back. That's all good. You went to an event, dude.
Bonus, baby.
If Kenny King and Sheldon Dean stay a tag team, the fans can razz them, calling them Billie Jean King. Come on, Jessicka. And, how much longer is it that we will see Jessicka? When will Havoc come back? I think that's a question here.
I think all of this is the catalyst for that to happen.
Yeah, I would think so too. Would be cool if we get a Joe and Days collab on the Wrestling Escape podcast idea. Oh boy, that's definitely fantasy booking.
So, Jessicka in the ring.
Let's move on. Let's move on. You guys will see what I meant with the. Okay, we got Taylor Wilde starting off hot here, but Jessicka now back with some right hands. Jessicka doing the little dance. Oh, gets a leg taken out. Ooh, nice DDT there from Taylor Wilde. I don't know that she's gonna go. Ooh, okay. Wow. 1, 2. That's it.
Wow.
It's a squash match.
Wow.
Taylor Wilde just squashed Jessicka. That's crazy.
Wow.
It's a glorified squash match.
Like I said, I think all of this is the catalyst. I just didn't think it was going to be that.
More importantly, when the F will Su Yung be back?
It's a great question.
Well, all right, guys, let's see. Now Jessicka getting beat up here by both women. Is she going to get any help? Anyone going to come out here and help Jessicka? Oh, the hourglass. The hourglass looks like it's just about out. The door is opening. Who the heck? We got sneakers. Well, this ain't Su Yung. Courtney Rush?
Awesome.
Courtney Rush? It's not Rosemary anymore. Courtney
wow.
Rush. I don't know that I ever saw her wrestle in that persona. Look at this. And she's got her in a figure 4. I don't
Yep.
know that I ever saw her wrestle as Courtney Rush. Apparently, Father James Mitchell got rid of the demons. And it's just Courtney Rush. Oh, no, I did see her wrestle like this. She wrestled in that pay-per-view that's around Christmas time as Courtney Rush.
Yeah.
Because she's like a rock star. I did see her wrestle like this.
Yep. So if she's taking on this form, it would make sense that Havoc would come back, right?
Right. They could just reverse roles.
Big hug.
It's almost like a female rocker's going on here. Wow, that's awesome. That's her 80s throwback character, yeah. There we go. You look like Rosemary, but you don't seem like Rosemary. I'm Courtney Rush. Hi, nice to meet you. Rosemary was wearing my body. Father James must have exorcised Rosemary. If I'm here, there's an adventure to go on. Do you want to be a death doll? Yeah. Oh my God, these two are perfect together.
Perfect.
Oh man, Andrew Stevens says, "What a rush!" What a rush! I haven't done that in a while. They were a regular tag team back in the Indies. I did not know that. That's awesome. That's perfect, actually. If you're keeping Jessicka as the Jessicka character, why not? That's a perfect pairing. Rosemary was wearing her body for the last 7 years. That's a long time to be possessed. And she didn't know it. We've got Rich Swann coming up against Alan Angels. Jeff, should we get to a couple more predictions?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to go off camera real quick, too. But I'm still behind the scenes, so. Oh, my goodness, Joe. I don't know that I'm ready for this one, man.
Uh-oh.
I just don't know that I'm ready for this one. I don't know that the world is ready, especially given what we got on the first match tonight.
Dude, yeah, this is going to be another tremendous match. The X Division title is on the line. Trey Miguel against Chris Sabin. Man, oh man. Trey has been a great heel champion. He's had that belt for a little while. Jeff, man, I've got a hunch that it might be Chris Sabin's time. I don't know why, but I think it's time for Trey to lose that title. And I think Chris Sabin, like you were saying, after that match we got tonight, I think Chris Sabin's going to win the title.
You know, it's just about time for Chris Sabin to add another title to his illustrious career.
Yeah.
Not only that, but I also think this could be a conduit for Trey to go even darker and more heelish than he is right now.
Yep.
Because while I love a good babyface story where they're chasing, I like a very revenge-seeking heel kind of story too. So let's go Chris Sabin here. Give him another title reign. Let him do his thing as a singles competitor. And I'm going to upset some people when I say this. One of the first matches that I want to see during this reign is Chris Sabin versus Alex Shelley. Please don't beat me up.
Oh, man.
Don't beat me up, folks.
Oh. Deanna said 9 times. Yeah, I think Sabin's going to win this. I really do. I think they're going to give him some gold. It seems like the chat agrees too. All right, man. What's next? As we see Rich Swann doing his thing.
I'm just glad that that this is all virtual and I'm not actually getting the daggers that certain people are throwing away.
This is going to be really interesting. Number one contenders match. We've got Moose. We've got Eddie. We've got Jonathan Gresham. We've got Yuya. We've got Alex Shelley and Frankie Kazarian. Man, oh man, oh man. And just that, I mean, whoever wins this gets a match against Macklin, of course, for that title next. So this is interesting because you see a lot of heels there. Moose, Eddie, both big heels. I don't know if they want to go heel. They could, I guess. I mean, maybe they could turn one of them. They could turn Eddie Edwards maybe back. This is tough to call. This is a really tough one for me to call. We saw Alex Shelley get his shot against Josh Alexander not all that long ago. Same with Kazarian. I think the dark horse here is Yuya. Would you go with the dark horse in it? I don't know, Jeff. I'm going Gresham. I don't know why, but he got off that program with Mike Bailey. I think I'm going Gresham on this. I think Gresham
him and Macklin have a history, so
they do. Yep.
Yeah.
I think I'm going Gresham. Yep.
I'm between two in this match right now.
Okay.
There's a reason why they did those sit-down interviews with Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
And I also think that they want to establish Macklin in a similar way that they did with Josh.
Yep.
Have him beat some of the legends. Have him beat some of the mainstays, the OGs. I think they want to do that too because Josh is coming back at some point.
Yep.
So I mean, you gotta have Macklin be at the top of his game as a champion, and then Josh can come back and be like, okay, I never lost the title.
Right.
So you're not the champion in my eyes, kind of deal. So, yeah, I could see. I'm almost talking myself out of saying Alex Shelley because wouldn't it be interesting if Chris Sabin won, Alex Shelley wins, ends up beating Macklin, and Chris Sabin says, you know what, option C.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? Maybe I should apply to be a writer.
That would be bananas, man. And you have the former partners going up against one another for the title.
Yeah, not just that, but you have Chris Sabin exercising option C to go against his buddy.
Yes.
To take. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. That would be insane.
I'm gonna apply to be a writer one day.
Yeah, you should.
When I get more confidence. When I get more confidence in that, but yeah, I would love that. But I think Frankie's gonna win. I do. I think Frankie's gonna win this one, even though I love the pettiness and the drama that I just fantasy booked. But I'm gonna go with Frankie Kazarian.
Okay, all right. Kaz or Uis says Andrew, Gresham or Kazarian. A lot of people don't really have one pick here. Kazarian have one less run. Gresham with a win. Dark horse being Yuya. Eddie versus Macklin would be a ball buster. This has been a really good go home show. They usually always have good go home shows, no doubt. Don't talk about option C, says Heather. The design looks a bit more threatening this week after the return of the hoodies. Impact listens and they will steal this. Bonker says Booker Jeff, not Booker T. Booker J. Booker J. 5 times. You know,
if they steal it, here's my plea to Impact Wrestling. If you do listen, we appreciate it. If you do take an idea, here's what I'll say. Please give me a job.
Yeah, right?
Please.
Right? Get some money in there, man. Yeah. Why not? Check your house, Jeff. Make sure it's not bugged, says Andrew. Alan Angels up. Ooh, this has been actually a pretty good match. I didn't think it would go this well for Alan Angels, but he's holding his own.
Ooh.
Angels going all the way up to the top. Swann is in a prone position on the mat. Frog splash. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Close. Chris Smith says Deanna, they're probably in chat. Wouldn't shock me. Well, I mean, let's see. Insiders. I'm still bitter about that. And then, we know we've gotten some other things being used by other people out there in the wrestling media, airing your grievances and so on and so forth. It's flattering. It's cool. If they're watching, it's awesome. But like Jeff said, we're not asking for much. Just a little shout out, a little retweet, right? Once or
No, I'm past that. I want a job.
Jeff wants a job. Yeah,
I want a job.
I'm not asking for much, but Jeff wants a job.
Yeah, I'm asking for a lot. I want a job.
2-3. Rich Swann gets the win, and a big win for him. And look out! Yeah, from behind, it's Diener, Big Con. Callihan's down. Swann's down in the ring. Are we going to get the mystery? Are we going to get the mystery person coming down?
We could.
No, Sammy's got the bat. Maybe that's the mystery partner.
Mystery partner. That's all you need.
Maybe the baseball bat's the mystery partner. And now he's revving up that bat. Diener's like, no. And they both grab Sami, and now Diener's got the bats. Not good, but here comes Swann back in. Now, baseball bat right to the head of Rich Swann. Swann is down and out, and Sami is now in trouble. 2-on-1.
Hopefully, Sammy's not looking for two partners tomorrow night.
Right.
Which would be interesting if they did, because James Chadwick, your hope of OVE, if he had to get another partner, just saying that could happen.
Thumbs up, thumbs down, and he just, another shot right to the face of Sami Callihan. The design on top here. That is the question, Mr. Raywalt. Who do they get? Who do they get? And like Jeff said, it's probably going to be a big guy, right? It would make sense to kind of offset the absolute hugeness of Big Con. Tony Khan would love to sign Jeff just to save the thing. Deonna Purrazzo is backstage. Jeff, are you sure you're not working for Impact? Hashtag hire Jeff. Look what you started, Jeff.
A few days ago, it was Save Jeff. And
right? What's that?
A few days ago, it was Save Jeff. And if people want to know what that's about, if you want to go back and watch Monday, you can. It was interesting. We'll just say that.
Well, when you're in a war, who do you turn to but family? No, there's Alisha. Alisha, you should really not be instigating Deonna Purrazzo. Yeah, it's not smart. That's not smart.
Did you say backstabbing skanks?
I think so.
Holy moly.
Oh, look at this fight we got going on here. What is that, Masha and Killer Kelly backstage? Yeah, it is. Masha and Killer Kelly going at it backstage.
Oh.
Yeah, this boiled over from last week. You better watch someone doesn't go through that glass cooler or whatever the heck that thing is right there. Now we're going into, what is this? Are we going in the bathroom?
Maybe somebody has to take a potty break.
Maybe.
Or you know what would be really cool? Someone giving the other person a swirly.
Oh, dunking the head in one of the gross toilets in the locker room. Yeah. Did she just put her to sleep? Oh, she did. She knocked her out with that cable.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, Masha has just gotten the better of Killer Kelly.
See, but honestly, Joe, this is the version of Masha that we need.
Mm,
This is the version of her that we need.
yeah, this is the version that we had. And then
Yeah.
it kind of went away for a little bit.
Yeah.
Alisha coming out with Eddie. Okay. Got a little backup. If Eddie's going to come down to the ring with her, we'll see. There goes the sanitation rating. Alisha and Jordynne Grace. Should we get back to a couple predictions, Jeff?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
All
it.
right.
So let me pull this back up. We went over that match. So let's go to this one. This was a fun segment tonight, by the way.
Yeah, it really was.
It really made me more excited to be to watch this.
Promo was hilarious.
Yeah.
So Kenny King and Nick Aldis. I think it's going to be a good match. Kenny King's a heck of an athlete, but that said, it's the first pay-per-view return of Nick Aldis. I don't see anyone spoiling that. As good as Kenny King is, I do think Nick Aldis gets the win here, Jeff, on his way to challenging eventually Macklin for that title. So I'm going to go with Nick Aldis, but I do think the match will be very good.
I have a prediction for a thought that Kenny King is going to have going through his mind.
Okay.
What's causing all this butt kicking I'm getting?
All this.
And Kenny King, I have the answer for you. It's your mouth. You wrote a check that maybe you're behind can't cash.
Yeah.
Even though I love Kenny King, but Nick Aldis is going to win.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I don't see him losing. That's still to come. We will hear from Steve Macklin, so the champ will talk. All right. So most people agreeing, saying Nick Aldis wins. Nick Aldis wins. Jeremy saying Nick Aldis for the win, says Dylan. Aldis for the win, says Damian. Heather says Nick. I'm going with Aldis, says Brandon. All right. What do we got next?
All right. Up next, we've got Giselle versus Trinity.
Giselle versus Trinity, and Trinity's first match on a pay-per-view for Impact Wrestling. Love Giselle, love what she does. Think the match will be competitive because, of course, she got, she has Savannah Evans in her corner. She got that entourage going out there, which I'm sure will play a part. Grace Driver, this is over.
She just basically spun her around like a helicopter, like I would one of my kids.
Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah, she did. No way Trinity loses her first pay-per-view. Totally agree. There's no way. This is going to be basically Trinity's first big match. No way she's losing. Giselle Shaw will show out. She always does. Oh, look at this. We're getting why, Dango, why. But yeah, man, I'm going Trinity all the way here, Jeff. I think Giselle, like I said, she always wrestles really well. I think we'll see some shenanigans here from the outside of the ring, but I do think Trinity wins her first match. I don't have a doubt in that outcome.
Trinity.
Yeah. That's probably the easiest prediction of the night, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I love Giselle, Trinity.
Yes.
All right.
Agreed.
Ready for this one. Here we go.
Oh, man.
This is a big stipulation on this match, too.
It really is. Deonna Purrazzo and Jordynne Grace. And if Jordynne loses, she cannot challenge for that title with Deonna as the champ. That's the key in that phrase.
Mm-hmm.
Can't challenge as long as Deonna is the champion. So the question is how long does Deonna hold the belt? And, when Jeff was talking a little bit ago about Trinity, if Trinity ends up winning the title at some point, then Jordynne Grace can enter right back into the picture. So depending on how long you think Deonna is going to hold the title, but I think it's Deonna. I don't think they're going to take it away from her this soon. Jordynne did lose to her before. This also could lead to a bit of a change for Jordynne Grace. Now, I know a lot of people were assuming, well, Jordynne's contract is up and maybe this is it for her. Maybe she's going to head somewhere else. That I don't know anything about. But I do think that if she does indeed stay with Impact and re-sign, I think that we'll maybe see a bit of a different Jordynne Grace. Not saying she'll necessarily go full-blown heel, but I think we might see a bit of a darker side of Jordynne Grace going forward. So I'm going with Deanna, Jeff, for the win.
So I think Deanna's going to win. I'm going to do a little more booking right now. This is a part of my portfolio for any company that's watching, that may watch. Just playing. But no, I think Deanna wins. I think Trinity wins, and I think Trinity eventually takes the belt off of Deanna. I'm not sure about the Jordynne Grace stuff in terms of contract. That's not something that I typically look at or pay very much attention to.
Yeah.
But what I will say is this. I feel like a lot of times Jordynne Grace gets disrespected when it comes to her abilities and her abilities as a champion. And I think a couple things could be at play. If Jordynne loses, Trinity's the one to beat Deanna. Jordynne and Trinity, with maybe a new character from Jordynne. How big of a win is that for Jordynne?
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, let's think about it. Trinity was at the top of the business in WWE.
Yep.
You know, perception. And if Jordynne can beat her, then it shows, okay, I belong. I belong in the conversation as one of the best women in the business, not just best women in the knockouts division, but best women in the business, period. And I would love it if they could play that story up where it's like, okay, just because you've been there doesn't mean I can't be the queen of the mountain here. I can be the queen of the mountain anywhere because I'm just that darn good. I would love that type of angle, that type of character and anger from Jordynne Grace. Would just make her that much more dominant. And I mean, think about the power that she has coupled with a character like that. I think that would just be money. So that would be how I would book it long term. But for tomorrow night, I think Deanna wins.
Yeah, I like it. Hashtag hire Jeff, says Deanna. Feels like a mock. That was a good promo from Dango. It really was. And Heather just said Dango wouldn't have even gotten promo time back in the day. Kudos to Impact. These guys are talented, and just because other people don't necessarily see that talent doesn't mean that they don't have it. Listen, the dude's talented.
I'm gonna throw this out there too. I think some companies, they find a lane for wrestlers to fit in, and they just have them in that lane.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of the unique things about Impact is you've got a character or a person like Dango who's funny, who can get over with the crowd, and who can do the comedic kind of segments, but giving him the opportunity to cut something a little more serious shows the depth to the character and how talented these people are. And sometimes you got to go outside of your comfort zone just a little bit and allow people to go outside of your comfort zone as someone who's booking, to allow them to really show what they can do. And I really like that Impact does that. They're not just cookie cutter with people. They allow them to be involved in the comedic stuff, but also have the more serious moments. And I really enjoy that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I enjoy watching this, is because it just seems like they find the talent, they use the talent, and it goes back to using some people in the right positions. You're going to always have a big roster, and they don't all get TV time. But if you could find them some kind of, like Jeff said, some kind of an angle, some kind of a storyline that they'll excel in, That's what you got to do. That's what makes a fun wrestling show. So, yeah, I totally agree. Aaron said Impact is stepping up big time. Totally agree, said John Kessler with Jeff. Just look at Big Bill in AEW versus Morrissey in Impact.
Night and day, I think, in terms of character and what he was doing. I mean, but it shows depth, I think.
Yep. I think it also goes back to, Jeff, that they're not afraid to let them be like Chris Sabin, right? We were just talking up Chris Sabin. They're not afraid to let Chris Sabin be involved in Wrestle House. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it completely shows another side of his character. It's a segment that maybe a lot of wrestlers in other companies would think they're above. You know what I mean? Like some of their egos wouldn't let them do something like that. Be like, I'm not doing that. You know, and I think that's another thing too, is I think I don't know. I look at wrestlers a lot of the time similarly to the way I do not just athletes, but also actors. And I look at that and I think the more roles and versatility you can show, the better you're going to be and the longer you're going to last. I think that's why The Undertaker lasted for as long as he did. He changed himself. He didn't stay with that one, right? When it looked like the Dead Man character from the start with the hat and everything was getting old, he changed it up. Mm-hmm. And I think that you need that. I think that has to happen. If you stay stagnant with the same character all the time, look at Roman. Look at what Roman's doing now. You know, he knew he had to change things up, and now he's doing the best work of his career. You can't just stay stagnant and do the same thing all the time. It's not going to work, and especially not in wrestling. People are just going to get bored of it. So, Bullet Club clearly needs a third hand at ringside. I mean, Brian Myers, come on, man. Brian Myers just interfering in that. I mean, these are his new learning tree guys, right? He's got the new learning tree. Remember the learning tree when he fired all those people? Zicky Dice was part of the learning tree back in the day. Who's that guy that they're missing now, Jeff? The one with the long hair. That used to be in the part of the learning tree.
Sam Beal?
Sam Beal. Yeah, Sam Beal's gone, you know. I don't know. Myers doesn't have a very good track record. I don't think I'd be part of his learning tree. He tends to, you know, he tends to take things out on the learning tree and make them look bad. And yeah, I don't know. Look at Rosemary tonight. Yeah, that's a great shout, Bonkers. Yeah, that's a great shout out. There's a cat. Now, who would have thought that was coming? Rosemary's super popular, but they're changing it up. You know, they're changing her up. Wow, I haven't seen, since we've been doing Impact, I haven't seen her do Courtney Rush except for that show, that one show that they did, the After Thanksgiving show, which is kind of like a comedy show. But I haven't seen her in that character at all. So yeah, they're not afraid to take chances, and sometimes that's good. And it also lets the wrestlers do some different things. I'm sure Courtney Rosemary, I'm sure she probably wanted to do that. It gives her something different. It changes it up a little bit. So Chris Bay going up, missed. Skyler is able to avoid that. Oh, big spear. Skyler through the second rope. 1, 2, close. I don't know, man. Maybe Brian Myers is giving the Goons a little bit of an edge.
Man, and honestly, John Skyler can go, man. He's
he can,
talented in the ring. So, I mean, I know the stuff with, you know, the good hands and being the Goons and stuff. It's all fun and all that, but both of these guys can go.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And again, it just kind of reiterates the point of what we're talking about.
Yep. Changing it up,
being able to change it up. So
yep, yeah. Some companies have trouble with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's not just necessarily the company; it's the athlete as well. They have to be willing to do that or willing to change according to what creative thinks. What's going on out there? Ace Austin just took out someone, or I guess he was going after what? There's a 2 count. Nice drop kick there from Bay to Myers, and down he goes. I could do it. 1, 2, 3. It's over. The Bullet Club taking care of business. ABC, I should say. Sometimes it pays off to take a risk. Yeah. Yep. These people in this ring are multi-talented people. They are. That's the reason why they're doing what they do. You know, they have people who write things, and creative does and gives input and stuff like that. But the more willing they are to buy in, to change things up, and they're doing it for the betterment of the athlete too. So then, you know, that just makes them that much better. Forgot to ask earlier about the 6-man prediction. Are there any more free agents loose at the moment that Impact could snap up? Could we see a debut? We could always see a debut. Impact does that, so I wouldn't be surprised at all. Super Junior tournament. Of course, Mike Bailey is involved. Oh, by the way, I'm sure you've all seen it by now, but shout out to Mercedes Moné. And wish her a very speedy recovery. Of course, suffered a broken ankle. That said, also a shout out to Willow Nightingale. She won, of course, the title, and what a huge win that is for her. Another wrestler who I think is extremely underrated, and I really, really like what she does. So very, very happy for her. I'll obviously sad for Mercedes. That's the last thing you want to have happen when you're trying to reinvent yourself and do some different things. I was looking forward to seeing if they end up having a match maybe with her at some point in that next multiverse. Man, it could have been against her old friend. It could have been her against Naomi. Could have been her against Mickie James. But you know, obviously now she's going to be out for a bit. So wishing her all the best, and hope she recovers quickly.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And Joe, we just got a new match added to the countdown.
Of course we did.
It's Courtney Rush and Jessicka versus the Coven.
Okay. I would have to go with Courtney and Jessicka there. I think that they're going to turn things around a little bit now that Courtney is out there. So there you go. That's awesome. Hopefully we'll tune in time to see that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Under Siege is tomorrow night, Aaron. Yes, it is, and we will be here. Don't forget, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will start Under Siege pay-per-view. We will be here tomorrow, so come and join us. What else was I going to say? I just lost it. I had something else on my mind there that I was going. Oh. Make sure you sub to the channel if you haven't done so already. All the people that are here tonight, I know there are others that watch us that aren't necessarily watching right now. If you do that, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like on the stream, and also hit the notification bell to be notified about when we have future content. Of course, Meltzer shits all over the Willow moment because he said that whatever. He can go and you know what. See that match where Gia could benefit from being with the tag champs. I can't think of any other free agents floating around at the moment. I need a Let's Get Weird shirt. Well, guys, oh my gosh, we're almost done already with the show. We only have like 15 minutes left.
I'm going to play this because I feel like this segment is going to be crazy.
Macklin. Yeah, this might... Yeah, this is probably going to be nuts. Macklin coming out here, and of course, Macklin saying he's going to announce his opponent because he's saying he took out PCO, which guys, listen, we all know PCO is going to be there. We all know that. Under Siege is stacked. Yeah, the card is awesome. Really, really awesome. Well, speaking of which, Jeff, we may as well do our last prediction while Mr. Macklin is getting in the ring. We've got one more match to call here. The title match. Now, he's saying it's not going to be PCO. I don't agree. PCO always makes his way back. I'm sure he will make his way back probably here tonight, but it will be PCO and Macklin. I have no doubt in my mind. And Jeff, while I think it's going to be a good match, there may be some bloodshed in this match. I don't know. PCO tends to do that, but either way, Macklin's not losing that title. Not yet. It's too soon. I love PCO, but Macklin's going to retain here.
Yeah, Macklin. I got Macklin here. I think PCO is going to show up tonight just to let Macklin know, hey, I'm still here. And I think he's going to play some mind games with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Macklin's going to win. But yeah.
Good call on by John Kessler. I think Macklin chooses either Champagne Singh or Shira. Yeah, probably good guess. They've been, of course, having their arguments with him. Commercials are better over on Access TV. I would completely disagree. They're terrible. They're the worst commercials ever. Can Impact please be 3 hours? It goes fast. Yeah, I know. This show goes super quick. Super quick. Macklin retains, but PCO would be fabulous. Macklin to retain. I think PCO shows up, but Macklin wins. Likely Macklin. PCO said Brandon Wayne Lewis. PCO says Gust. Now he says he's picking his. I mean, Jeff, do you think he could pick a different opponent and PCO could show up during this match?
I think that'd be pretty cool. Here we go. Let's see.
Oh boy. Champagne Singh.
Yep.
This is all a work with these guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is all a work. This is like Champagne Singh probably gonna like just lay down for him so he gets the easy win. El Benerico is the new opponent.
I'm thinking about a very pivotal moment in wrestling history, and I hope they don't go this direction.
Oh God, the finger poke of doom.
Yeah. Gosh.
They could, because these guys are trying to kiss his butt, so they possibly could do this. I mean, we've still got a good amount of time left here, so I still think that PCO probably makes his way in here. Champagne Singh thanking him for the title shot. You people shut up. I'm trying to talk. Under Siege, can I watch it cheaper on cheaper? You can, Alisha, this is one you can watch on YouTube.
It's the $4.99. It's the Ultimate Insiders. Not the initial.
Yeah, it's the $5 one, not the 99-cent one. Yeah. Even if you want to pay it for just a 1 month and just watch the thing and then just not pay it next month, I mean, you can do that.
Yeah.
At least Shira would have been more interesting. Well, this is all a setup. I mean, that's what this is. I do hope AEW doesn't do the finger poke BS. Finish the story, says Aaron. It's the number one contender. You all need to shut your mouth. PCO and Macklin shouldn't get their hands on each other till a big live event show. You might be right in an indirect way. If PCO comes out here, Macklin's going to bail. Macklin's going to absolutely bail, and he's just going to take out the other two in the ring. That's what will happen. He'll take out Champagne and Shira. Oh, dear God. He's got a list of people he's going to thank. Who's this? Scott D'Amore. Thank God. Thank you, Scott, for saving us from that speech.
Yeah.
Scott D'Amore coming out and putting an end to all these shenanigans. Macklin's trying to call his shot. Scott's going to have none of it. Number one contender. Yeah, okay, you fake ass.
Scott might tell him to wipe his behind with that.
He says he swears he has Scott on the list somewhere. Said you could put pen to paper. You can make this match official right here, right now. At least it's not as long as the list Jericho had. It's true. Said this match isn't happening. Champagne saying we had a deal. Said a little more nepotism. He picked one of his favorites. Hey, Bruce, how are you? Said all you want to do is see me without this title.
Mm.
I have no interest in stacking the deck. You want to know who I want as champion? The best damn wrestler in the world. You're looking at him. You step in the ring and compete with the very best.
Mm.
The farthest thing from iron I've ever seen. Steve, you're whining, you're crying, you're bitching. You're making a mockery out of that championship. Ooh.
Mm.
Said you prove that you deserve it night in and night out. I proved myself by becoming Impact champ.
Mm.
Said he threw the title at him. Aaron, Josh wouldn't be cleared yet.
He had surgery.
Yeah, he's going to be out for a good while.
Unless he's Superman and has.
Yeah, right. Ooh, Scott says if he wins, he's gonna hand him the belt. No.
Had your chance, Scott. Now Scott's going to throw the kitchen sink at him, I feel.
Yep. He said, you're going to take that stupid Canadian grin off your face. And you're going to show me the respect that I deserve. Whatever job title you have means nothing. This means I'm your boss. Woo!
Mm.
Prove to everyone you're going to understand your place. I'm going to strap this title around my waist. Oh, gosh.
Mm-mm. Glass is coming off. Okay.
Said you win. Said you haven't named who the replacement is. There is no replacement. So there is no replacement. How are you sure he's going to make it? He made it here tonight. Oh, the lights go off. Crowd chanting PCO. There's the lightning bolts in the back, and there he is in the ring.
Mind games.
And of course, he's throwing Shira and Singh at him. And there he comes with the title. Shots to the head with the title, and it does nothing. Now PCO has the title. Macklin bails. And now he's got Shira in there. Shira takes a huge clothesline. Singh's going to get a choke slam, I'm thinking here. Oh. Now Macklin comes back in. He wants his title. PCO standing on it. Won't let him take it. He said, I killed you, Macklin says. He's not human. They're making that scar look awfully real on his forehead.
Yep. Every week there's a new little detail.
Like that. Look at that. It almost looks like it's stapled and everything now. That makeup's getting better and better.
Every week. Yep.
There you go. Macklin walking out and doesn't have his title belt, and that will do it. Cool ending there. Yeah, I figured PCO was going to be back, and he is. He is not human, like Jeff said in the chat. You can't kill him. PCO having the run of his career from last year to this year. Yeah, PCO has been really, really good, man, and at quite the advanced age in his career too. He's incredible what he does and the age that he's doing it in. Really incredible. All right. Well, there you go. That is it. That is the go home show for Under Siege for tonight. Let us know your scores. Thank you for joining us for the predictions and stuff like that and chiming in on what you guys think is going to happen tomorrow at Under Siege. Before any of you go, please make sure, like I said, you sub. Make sure that you drop a like on the stream and hit the notification bell also for us. Give us your scores. Let us know what you thought of tonight's go-home show for Impact Wrestling. And join us tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time for the payoff. It is Under Siege tomorrow for Impact Wrestling. No DQ tomorrow night. 9.25 out of 10. Cannot wait for tomorrow, says Heather. John G says 9. PCO deserves this, says Deanna. Dylan saying 9 out of 10. Brandon saying 10 out of 10. Good night, Brandon. Take care and God bless you too as well. Great go home show for tonight. I can't wait for tomorrow, 9 out of 10. And I'll be back here on the stream tomorrow night, says Damien. Cool. We will see you there. Don't forget, #hire Jeff. Why do they call it a go-home show? Because it was just basically a term that was coined. So it's the show before a pay-per-view, and it always means it's basically the show that's going to take you home. I think it's a backstage term, if I'm not mistaken, in wrestling, where they're talking about, this is where it's going to take the storylines home or go home. So 9 out of 10. Can't wait for Under Siege, says James. 9 for Mark. 10 out of 10. Chef's Kiss. Perfect, says Aaron. Ready for Impact tomorrow, said Lee. 8.75 coconuts out of 10. RK Shuttlesworth says a 9. Dana says 10 out of 10. Fun show. Some decent wrestling and stage setting. Not the best, but it did the job it needed to. 9 out of 10, said Barry. And now, how can Impact do way better go-home shows than WWE and AEW? They just kill it for go home shows. They always have. That's a good question, though. it's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. I do they not focus as much on that anymore? I don't know, but I agree. Like a lot of their shows, both companies tend to fall flat. I don't know if they do that on purpose because they want to save it all for the pay-per-view. But to me, it's smarter creating excitement going in, right? I don't know. I think this, like the show prior to a pay-per-view, should be very close to as exciting as that pay-per-view is going to be, because it just builds it up even more. I don't know. I agree with you though. I've seen that over the years.
Can
That
can I say
Oh
something
yeah,
about
go.
that?
Yeah, go, dude.
I think, and sorry WWE fans, I'm gonna pick on you for a minute. Um, I think with the WWE, they do it because they know you're still gonna watch it.
True.
They
Yeah.
know that they could throw just about anything on a go home show on a Friday night, um, and you're still gonna watch that
Yeah.
pay per view. One, because you're just gonna watch it because you're invested, which is understandable. But two, you don't have that large price tag attached
Right.
to the WWE pay-per-views. So if you've got a subscription to Peacock, I mean, you're a wrestling fan, you're gonna turn it on. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes companies get a little too cocky in their lead up to pay-per-views, and they rest on their laurels of the story leading up to it.
Good
Um,
point.
that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but just my opinion. I think sometimes they just get very, very complacent, and they're like, okay, well, we can build more excitement going into it, but people are gonna watch it. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Impact, however, on the other end of that spectrum, is we want to get more people to watch because we don't have all those eyes. So I'm not saying that it matters more to Impact because I mean, everybody's doing their job, and these people work hard at what they do. Um, but I'll just say that for Impact, they really want more eyes on the product. They want to show you how good it is. So they're very motivated and hungry to do just that. Whereas I think with the larger companies, they have their built-in audience. They're
Mhm.
going to get the people that casually watch from time to time because they are in front of more people. Um, but I think with Impact, with smaller promotions, it's like, okay, we've got to really, really get people back to the building. How do we do that? We give them something that they have to look forward to, that they can't wait to see. So
Yeah.
just just a little small rant there.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, when you know that you really don't have to make the effort, then you may not make the effort. Yeah, it's I mean, that's pretty simple. Let me go back up here and see if anybody's giving us a Trent Hatchett. Trent's obviously a conspiracy theorist for sports. I don't give into any of that nonsense. I'm being honest. I don't think any of that sports is fixed. But I don't give in any of that. I think Jeff's right about Trinity winning the belt at the end of the year. Even though I think it would be awesome if Mickey presented the title to Trinity if she wins it. James saying so true. Dana saying 10. Aaron saying great show. Dana saying 10 out of I don't even know how much that is. Think sometimes WWE takes fans for granted. Like we give them any crap and they'll still watch. Yeah. Let's hope they deliver this weekend. Great show always, says Bonkers. Jeff, what are you scoring the show tonight, man?
I'm gonna give it a 9. I feel like this was a really, really strong show. I mean, it was really strong. I could probably go a little bit higher, but I'll keep it at a 9. But my excitement level going into Under Siege is I'm there. I need to see it. I need to see what happens. So, yeah, great work tonight. But I mean, honestly, I sound like a broken record. Yeah, I mean, Impact. That's just what they do. So they just deliver. They deliver. So,
Yeah, we say this all the time. It seems like every go home show they bring it, and
every time.
and a lot of it was just good wrestling tonight. A lot of it was really just good wrestling. We did get some promos. We got some returns and things like that. So, but it was just a lot of really good wrestling tonight. I agree with Jeff. I'm going with a 9 as well. I think it was a really, really good go home show. Has me excited for tomorrow. Really looking forward to doing Under Siege, and I think it's going to be a really, really good show. We've got a mystery partner that we got to find out who that's going to be. So we'll have at least one surprise there tomorrow that we will find out who that will be on the show. So all that's left to say is join us tomorrow and find out how it goes. 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be back right here to do Impact Under Siege. So make sure you all join us tomorrow. Like I said, I know SmackDown's on as well. I know a lot of you watch multi-screens, and that's cool. SmackDown is, like I said, taped. It was taped last week. So, what I would say, and as a wrestling fan, I'm sure this is what I will do. Come out, watch Under Siege with us. When it's over, go watch SmackDown afterwards. And you know what? The advantage of that is you can always fast forward then through the commercials. So, DVR it, do whatever you have. I have YouTube TV. It just puts it in my library, and I can just fast forward through the commercials. It makes it all that much quicker. So, yes. So come join us tomorrow. It's going to be a good show. 8.5 out of 10 for Impact. Another great stream from yourself. Time for my bed. Night, everybody. Night, Alisha. We'll be here tomorrow for Trinpact. Ooh, I like it. Hashtag
love
Trinpact.
that.
That's awesome.
You know what? Impact still something else and trademark that.
Don't give them that idea. They'll do it. Somebody right now, as we speak, is writing that down.
Hey, it's all good. I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, I know.
We love Impact. So
somebody right now is saying, "Ooh, Trinpact." Hashtag TRINP.
That's a shirt. That's a shirt that's going to come out this year. I guarantee it's going to have Trinpact with the logo glowing.
Aaron, if you're on Twitter, you should at her with that. You literally should.
That's brilliant.
If you're on Twitter, you should at her on Twitter. You should at Trinity and say hashtag Trinpact. You really should do that. That would be, that could get noticed. You never know. That would be awesome. You should do that.
And just tell Impact when they hit you up to give you royalties.
Yes. So. Yes. That'd be awesome. See you guys tomorrow. Going to be a great night. Dig it, Under Siege, and SmackDown. Shots fired, said Boomers. Alisha says, I'm on it. There you go. All right, guys, we're out of here. Have a great rest of your night. Hope to see you tomorrow for Under Siege at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please stay safe. Be kind to one another. And hopefully we will see you all tomorrow for the pay-per-view. Have a great night, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.